I think our members are a bit shy and nervous for today because I'm not hearing anybody.
Call them out by name.
Adana, how are you?
I guess I am nervous.
No need to be nervous. Fine. Kay, how are you? Danielle, Shivesh, Anushka.
Hi everyone. Hope everyone is well.
We good. I'm missing some faces. I feel like I'm speaking to a screen. Let me see some of all the faces for 2 minutes. A minute.
I put on my screen for you there.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool. Now, guys, just remember, all I am is a team member. Okay, I'm just a team member. Don't think of me as anything else. I'm just part of your team, and I'm really happy to be here with you. So just chill. I don't like to be called governor. I like to be called by my name, Lyle. So in case you can't, figure out how Lisle is pronounced, it's Lyle, like Lyle. And my wonderful assistant governor, Jess Reach. I think it's the short haircut, is keeping her back.
Ah. Hi, and I'm not going to make the mistake and say TG because I caught that. Hello,
Hi.
Lyle. How are you?
Wonderful, thanks.
I think I made it on the nick of time.
Yes. Both Giselle, who is the district Rotaract committee chair, she's at church, but she'll be here shortly.
Okay.
And I know Kivan had an appointment at 4, so Giselle is here.
Hi, good
Hi, Giselle.
Hello.
So it's 7. Hi everyone.
Good night.
It's quite lovely to have everyone here and taking time from your schedule. And without further ado, our Vice President is sharing and leading us this afternoon. So I'd pass everyone to her and we take it from there.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carissa Nanan, and I am the incoming Vice President of the Rotaract Club of Penal. We are very, very excited for tonight and a bit nervous, some of our members, but we'll try to proceed smoothly as possible. So we will begin with the national anthems. We would like for everyone to stand as the screen sharing will begin so we can have the national anthems played. Thank you. We would like everyone to remain standing as we invite our member Kirsten to say a small prayer before we begin.
Good night, everyone. My name is Tristan Annan, and I will now begin the opening prayer. We gather here today as brothers and sisters, all with the common drive of uplifting our fellow living beings, our community, our country, and our world. We are grateful for the blessings bestowed upon us of health and strength, guidance and protection, and the opportunity to do good, for good runs our world. We offer our gratitude to the Supreme Being, for we are all one. We pray to always be in service, to not let the evils of greed, ego, and negativity disrupt our unity, for beyond creed, race, and segments of diversity, our priority is protecting peace and our world. Together in unity, we offer prayer.
Thank you. Everyone can speak now. We will begin with Danielle, who will be reading us the four-way test. Danielle, are you on?
Hi everyone, I am Danielle, a member. The four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you. Okay, so our first speaker for tonight, he is known as Mr. Deonarayan Jagannath. Mr. Deonarayan Jagannath was a member of the Integrity Commission of Trinidad and Tobago, a position to which he held from 2013 to 2016. He has 34 years of experience in reservoir engineering, production engineering, natural gas engineering, management, and health and safety and environment at Petrotrin. He mentored many young engineers both at Petrotrin and the Society of Petroleum Engineers of Trinidad and Tobago section. Mr. Jagannath served as the chairman of the section in 1984 and as treasurer for 13 years. He has also served on the Exploration and Production HSE Committee, Books Development Committee, and the Engineering Professionalism Committee, among others. Mr. Jagannath has written and presented many papers on HSE topics as SPE at SPE conferences. He received the SPE Regional Service Award in 2001 and SPE Distinguished Member Award in 2005. In 2015, he received the SPE Distinguished Service Award at ATCE in Houston, Texas. And in 2015, HSSE Award for Latin America and the Caribbean region at LACPEC in Quito, Ecuador. Mr. Jagannath holds BSc and MSc degrees in petroleum engineering from the University of Kansas and MSc in environmental engineering from the University of the West Indies. He is a registered engineer in Trinidad. So he is the president of the Rotary Club of Penal. I would like to invite him to speak and say a few words, please. Mr. Deonarayan.
Right. Now, this is not Mr. Deonarayan, of course. This is Carmeline, just butting in a little bit. A little bit of technical difficulties on DJ's side. President just called me. He said his machine decided to update at this very moment. So he unfortunately has been bumped out of the meeting due to his computer updating. And I think we can give our Vice President of the Rotary Club of Penal, Vijay Buchun, a few minutes. And of course, once DJ comes back in, later on, hopefully that will happen. He can always speak when he jumps in. So Vijay.
Thanks, Hamlin. So good night, everybody. Again, my apologies. I know DJ, he was really looking forward to this and trying to make it. But so good night. Let me just start with greetings. Good night. We have DJ Lyle, AG Debbie, President of the Rotaract Club of Penal, Sudarshan, members of the Rotary Club of Penal, and members of the Rotaract Club of Penal. I bring greetings because we the Rotary Club of Penal, we've been trying, as some members will know, for the longest time to have or to form our Rotaract club. We've tried with, well, I would say universities, but tertiary education institutions within the area of Sando, that we unfortunately got closed down. And we've always had Interact clubs, 6 under our portfolio and kept adding, but we never managed to reach that threshold of having a Rotaract club for or under the umbrella of the Rotary Club of Penal. So a big congratulations to all of you. We are ecstatic. I think I've mentioned this to you all, that we, the idea is to have from early act to Interact to Rotaract, and then you move on to Rotary Club of Penal. But we can say that now, and the hope is that the members of the Rotaract Club of Penal, one day you all will be Rotarians, and Rotarians it don't have to be Rotary Club of Penal, but wherever you be or wherever you go, right? I also wanted to tell you all that always look at the needs of your community. There may be something that right now there's GBV, gender-based violence, it might be child abuse, or always look at actually doing some things that there is a need in your community, that you look and you take the opportunity to actually have this power to make that change on us doing those things that your community really needs. And I know in terms of previous meetings, you all are on the right track. I've heard of a couple of projects in terms of you all want to do that really is excellent projects. And again, we are really excited at the Rotary Club of Penal, looking forward to working with you all, looking forward to helping you all, and wishing you all the best and all the success. So thank you, and hopefully DJ will still be able to log on and still be able to give his little 2 cents to you all as the president of the Rotary Club of Penal. Thanks, Kamlin.
Thank you very much. Miss Debbie, I'm seeing your hand up. I'm not too sure if
I was
no?
trying to clap. I hope it wasn't my hand.
Okay. Okay. So now we'll have the oath taking ceremony. Sudarshan will be leading the oath taking. All the members are asked to keep your mics mute. Sorry, if we're saying it together, but it's mute, and just Sudarshan will have his mic on to avoid any sort of feedback from all the mics being on at the same time. So Sudarshan, you would lead the oath taking, and everyone, you can say it, but keep your mics muted.
So whilst we wait for the vote to pop up, we'll be doing a simple thing. Everyone, you would raise your right hand, palm forward, and this is for the Rotaract Club members, right? And we'll take the vote so that we make sure that we don't have. This is for everyone who would be joining the Rotaract Club, or who has already joined, but this is our official first meeting. This is our oath that we wrote. So it's kind of sum up what we basically pledge into, right? So make sure you remain mute, everyone, and we'll be starting. Krista, I think you need to mute. Nice. I think we could be, yeah, good. All right, nice. We, the Rotaract Club of Penal, having been admitted as a new club under the Rotary Club of Penal, Rotary International District 7030, as of the 27th of February in the year 2021, do solemnly swear upon our honor to faithfully and willingly discharge the duties and responsibilities as Rotaractors, fully conscious of the important obligations which we have voluntarily committed to assume. We further pledge to uphold and defend our Constitution, bylaws of the Rotaract Club of Penal and that of Rotary International, ever putting into practice Rotary's motto, service above self, and applying the four-way test as a basis of all our actions. And Mr. Carmelin, could you just tell me that word? It's blurred on my screen. Actuations, I believe, right?
Yeah,
To
that's
help
it.
advance the object of Rotary, giving emphasis is Rotary International Team. Rotary opens opportunities. All these we pledge and promise to and observe to the best of our ability without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
Thank you, Sudarshan. As we all know, due to the COVID restrictions, we weren't able to have an actual physical pinning tonight, but we did have a pre-recording of some of the board members and some of the general members getting pinned. So I think we will have that shared on the screen now to show that the pinning ceremony of the members. Thank you, Sudarshan. We will now also have the display of our charter certificate. I'm unsure who is sharing this screen for this one, but we will now have the display of our charter certificate.
That would be me, person. I may have had my mic unmuted a little while I was introducing my daughter to the Rotary people and asking her to join, but okay, my apologies.
Thank you. I don't know if the members are excited about it, but I'm extremely excited seeing the certificate.
I'm extremely excited too, Carissa.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Mr. Kamalin, for sharing the certificates with the group. We will now have Mr. Sudarshan to speak on behalf of the Rotaract Club. Sorry, he is the president. Mr. Sudarshan Motilal is our president in our newly formed Rotaract Club of Penal. However, he has been involved in Rotary activities prior, as he has served as the Interact Club of Shiva Boys Hindu College president for 2 years and a member of the club since his secondary school beginnings. At 19 years of age, Sudarshan is currently pursuing his economics degree at the University of the West Indies and also runs his own production company, Inspire Made by Sudarshan Limited, while still serving the society through various community and religious organizations. He has a passion for filmmaking and the art forms and has produced various films and productions, even working with charitable organizations like Siwa and our very own Rotary Club of Penal for the Heal the World cover, which many of you may have seen. Sudarshan uses his love for filmmaking as an avenue to serve society and spread good meanings. He had the goal of creating a Rotaract Club in Penal after leaving Shiva Boys Hindu College, which we will all hear from a bit more about in a few moments. To deliver our president's remark, we welcome Mr. Sudarshan Motilal.
Very much, Krista, our soon to be and already acting vice president. Firstly, I'd just like to recognize everyone who took the time to be here tonight. I know our district governor said that he doesn't like to be called, this district governor and so on, but for the sake of protocol and to show proper respect, I ask your pardon to go ahead. So thank you. So the district governor for 7030, Mr. Lyle Chase, our assistant governor, Ms. Debbie Rupchan. I'm not sure if our Rotary Penal president is here right now. He's coming through. If not, we still recognize him being, yeah, he's here, right? Mr.
I am
Jagannath.
on. Thank you. Good night.
Good, lovely to have you here. Other Rotaractors from other clubs who are here with us tonight and their representatives. The all specially invited guests. I'm trying to scroll through the participant section and see who's here. Miss Giselle Holder from the district Rotaract chair. Mr. Kevin St. Bryce, right, from district Rotaract representative. The Interact Club of Holy Faith Convent teacher rep, Ms. Clarissa Bihari, and Shiva Boys Interact Club rep, Ms. Jamie Birbal, the teacher guide, that is. Anyone, it is not my intention. Please do forgive me, but we appreciate everyone joining us here tonight. Right, all Rotaractors, so to put it simple, all Rotarians, Rotaractors, Interactors, and stakeholders, thanks for joining. So tonight I've been tasked with a very, very special thing to introduce the Rotaract Club of Penal to everyone, but also in a relative sense, a difficult task because it is something that is so difficult to wrap up in a 5 minutes presentation. I do hope that I do it justice. So firstly, I would start off, I did a couple of research in what to say tonight because I wanted it to have meaning. I spent a few days doing some research and I decided we are forming a new Rotaract Club. I wanted to go to the roots. So 23rd February, 1905, a date written in stone, and for good reason, Chicago. A Chicago attorney spearheaded the formation of the Rotary Club of Chicago on the 23rd of February, 1905. This was the start of Rotary, as many of you may know. So professionals, the reason was that so professionals with diverse backgrounds could exchange ideas and form meaningful lifelong friendships. This man's name was Mr. Paul Harris, and he had a vision. Over time, Rotary's reach and vision has now gradually extended to the humanitarian service and strong service it is today to the world. Such a simple moment in history, which grew into a story that cannot fit into any book fully. The story of Rotary, the lives impacted, and the good shared is one that is a breathtaking story. And today, I would like to take you all upon a story, the history of our club formation, the Rotaract Club of Penal. So firstly, I will just share this, a trip down time. So here we go. This has been something that, a story that I'd like you all to just visualize as best as we can over this platform. On the 31st of October, 2020, we had our first virtual meeting right here on Zoom with about 18 stakeholders. Not sure if you could recognize any faces there. Right? So I'm seeing Dr. Mr. Mr. Carmelin, and some of our members here. So this was our first meeting with the intention of creating a Rotaract club. This was the start, and it was inspired by something simple, inspired by the plan and foundation through which Rotary has set. To put it in simple terms, it was inspired by Interact, and I'll get to that in a moment. On the 5th of December 2020, we had our first project, which was selling polio awareness stickers with the Rotary Club of Penal at a gas station in Penal. Right? That was our first project. Then we had our first physical meeting on the 11th of December, which was, no, my apologies. We had our charter certificate being signed on and our official recognition on the 11th of December. Then on the 12th of December, the day right after, we had this, our first physical encounter, small dinner just to say hi. And then after that, till date, we had other involvements such as mangrove restoration programs and seedling distribution through the Straw Foundation. So that has been a brief walkthrough time for us until today. I wanted to go through that just to put some emphasis on what I'm about to say next, which is why we formed. And I think this is a good place to begin. Well, not really begin, but close to the beginning, right? We already began. Why we formed is something that is very simple, and Mr. Vijay has already touched on it to some extent. We have looked at Penal in admiration for what it has done and what it has produced. Not just Penal, but Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, the world, right? But zoning in our home, Penal has contributed so much, we wanted to complete it. Being a member from a personal point of view of the Interact Club of Sugar Boys and seeing what it does, it was truly something that I connected with. My teacher, Miss Jamie Birbal, is here tonight. I remember her pushing us to do good things through Interact. And I'm sure our other members who came from other Interact backgrounds could agree. And having to leave Sugar Boys into college, I think that was one of the sad points to me, to know that I'll have to leave Interact. And having done that, we're looking at what's the next step. And we realized that, as Mr. BJ pointed out, there had not yet been a Rotaract club in Penal. And we said, okay, well, we're ready. We're ready to bridge this gap. From Interact to Rotary, it's about time that we bridge this. So immediately, I contacted Dr. Mr. who's with us tonight now, and I pitched the idea to him that that we want to form a Rotaract club so that the people leaving Interact have somewhere to go. And immediately Dr. Mr. was hyped, and he sent me about 5 PDFs with everything to do, and he was ready to push us forward. And with his guidance, and with the guidance of Mr. Carmelin and other supporters of Rotary, especially the Rotary Club of Penal, we were on our start on the 31st of October last year, when we officially had our first meeting online, where we contacted the secondary schools in Penal, and we said, this is what we're doing. We're going to form a Rotaract club. Any past students who would Interact that you think would really be open to this, send them over. We're willing to take them. And we had our first virtual meeting immediately we started to fill out what we needed to fill out to get our charter certificate. We appointed an acting board. We started to write our bylaws or everything. We started to put plans into action, what we want to do, what we want to accomplish in the next year, the foundation we want to start so that we could achieve the aim that when a child starts early out and then they go to interact and then they leave school and they fall into Rotaract and then there's Rotary, that throughout their lifespan, they would always have the society service aspect attached to them, that will never leave them. That if they choose to, the avenue is there, that they can serve society in every aspect of their life, from every step of the way. And we were quite excited about this. And we began our work, we did what we had to do, and based on the time journey I just carried you through, here we are today with little but plenty. We have a small club with a big heart, and we have what we would like to call the start of something beautiful. So, having said why we formed, I would like to bridge from why we formed and link it to our objectives, some projects we have in mind, and things we hope to achieve. Something that I think everyone here would be quite fascinated to hear. So, our our core purpose, as I mentioned before, is to provide an avenue for people to serve society. And it doesn't mean that you need to have interact background or early background. We just wanted to fill this space for young adults, basically, to be able to fall within this. And if they're looking for somewhere that they could give back to society, we have it for you, and we welcome it. We have projects going on, we're ready to hear your ideas, and we're ready to take you with us in serving society. So that was our core objective. And having our core objective, we decided to sub it out into some aims for our Rotaract Club. The aims that that when we began discussion as a board, as a committee, and as a club in totality, the things that we came up with were directly influenced with the COVID-19 pandemic. COVID-19 pandemic has introduced new players in the world, things that we may have overlooked before, or probably not, but things that are more important now than ever. So, being a club that has emerged from the COVID-19 pandemic, basically, we decided to pay attention to what the world has been asking for. And what the world has been asking for is very simple. And we broke it down as best as we could. So the needs that we saw in our society, and I heard Mr. Vijay saying that to always serve the needs of society, and that was our driver, to identify what society needs and try to make our influence onto society, right? Try to do our part in making it to brighter. So it was very simple. We recognize that community awareness is something that is needed. To know what goes on in a community, to know what is the needs of a community, to have a community bond, and to make sure that we look at homes in our communities and make sure that we do our part to make them feel like a community and make our community home. Not just the walls where we sleep in, but expanded. So this idea of home was something that we took forward. And I heard, I would not say DJ anymore, right? I asked for your pardon once. I heard Mr. Lyle Chase say that he's a team member. And that was the first thing that we spoke about. We wanted to have the Rotaract Club of Penal team, that we wanted to create an environment that people could come in, smiling, and serve with love. Not somewhere, it's not a job, it's not strict. Well, we have our protocols and so on, but you feel a sense of family, that you come here and you're serving with brothers and sisters. And here is where we began writing the prayer. The prayer that we all recited first thing before, or second, somewhere around the first items tonight, right? The prayer was written very strategically, and within the prayer is our objectives. So I would like to pull up the prayer quickly, and I would pull out the objectives of our Rotaract Club of Penal through the prayer. Mr. Carmelin, can you just share the prayer for us briefly? So we wanted to write a prayer that every time we have a meeting, we say this prayer and remind ourselves of why we formed this Rotaract Club of Penal and what we want to achieve with it. So firstly, we the Rotaract Club of Penal have been admitted as no, this is the pledge. The oath, the opening prayer. Nice. Okay. So the prayer starts with we gather here today as brothers and sisters. And this is what I spoke about first. We wanted to create a family sense that the Rotary Club of Penal is an inviting environment. And that was the first line of our prayer. All with the common drive of uplifting our fellow living beings, our community, our country, and our world. We wanted to, at the start, identify that we are about serving society at all the different levels, at uplifting our fellow humans, our fellow members of our community, our community, our country, and our world. The projects we have is not just for Penal, it's not just for Trinidad and Tobago, not just the Caribbean, but we want to have an influence on the world. We are grateful for the blessings bestowed upon us of health and strength, guidance and protection, and the opportunity to do good for good around our world. This is the second part of our objectives, where we want to serve the needs of society in terms of three different aspects: serving the physical needs, health and strength of people, of our community, of our country. The mental side, guidance in terms of your mental state, giving you the knowledge you need, giving you anything we can do to appeal to people's mental state of well-being. And thirdly, the spiritual state, to, to that feeling of goodness, that self-actualization, all those things, to appeal to those three things: mental, physical, and spiritual well-being of everyone. And as identified, um, of the entire community. So not just people, but also the environment, animals, everything. Then we offer gratitude to the Supreme Being, for we are all one. In addition to the family point, we want to unite our community, our youths. Seeing that we are a Rotaract Club, we'll be doing it with young adults as best as possible. We pray to always be in service and to not let the evils of greed, ego, and negativity disrupt our unity. Our priority beyond creed, race, and segments of diversity is protecting peace and our world. And that is where we ended our objectives, with protecting from the negatives of the world and highlighting peace, that everything we do is guided by peace. So that is where our objectives is correlated with our prayer. Thank you, Mr. Carmelin. You could take off the screen share. So now I'd like to come down to the end of my job tonight. I would like to just identify some of the projects we have in mind and some of the things we want to accomplish, so that you can see it in correlation to our objectives. The first thing, as I said, started with community awareness. All our projects will be guided by community awareness and will also be guided by a second thing, which is the digital age. We live in a society that is more present on the virtual platform than possibly in reality, and it has its positives and negatives. But we want to make sure that whatever we do, we have a social media awareness, and we make sure we reach out to everyone through social media and physically. So, guided by our club, we wanted to have a strong social media presence. Our first project, well, our closest project that we'll be embarking upon is the Peace project that AG Debbie is linking with us with. And we've already begun that. And I just say I'd mention it so that we have it on the list, right? So we're in that right now, and that is one of our first projects of 2021 that we are embarking on. The second thing is that we, again, with the physical, we go in physical, mental, and spiritual. With the physical aspect, we are planning a blood drive tentatively for the 12th of June 2021. This is 2-3 days before World Blood Donor Day. COVID-19 has exposed the need for blood, that blood is a serious need in treating people health-wise. And two things with this blood drive. We want to encourage the giving of blood so that hospitals, medical centers can help people. Not everyone can afford to pay for blood. Blood is quite expensive, right? So we want to encourage the giving of blood. And the second part is for your own self. When you give blood, there are many research studies that go behind the benefits that you get, the cleansing that happens to you, the wellness of the heart. There's plenty benefits of why you should give blood in a structured time. There's a few months. I think it's 4 months. Is every 4 months is safe to give blood. So those are the two things we want to achieve with the blood drive: to encourage the giving, and so that we could show the need in the medical sector, and it's good for you as well. So we are arranging with the Ministry of Health and so on to get it organized and to get medical professions there, and we are arranging to have it done in a safe manner and to advertise it properly, get as much donors to come out and get a good few pints of blood to give to the to our needed medical institutions. Then after that, going towards the it's physical, also in line with physical, not just with people, but with our community. We wanted to do a project environmentally based, which is two things, which is one, we wanted to do an aerial foot film to show the state of our beaches and why we need to take care of them. So we're planning to get some drones there, show some footage of the drones for two things. Again, two becoming a very common number for us. To show why we need to show the need to take care of the beach, and the need why we need to do beach cleanups now. So two things: for the present and for the future. We need to clean it up now, and we need to always keep in mind to take care of it for the future. And we're planning to start with the beach and then expand to things like forests, natural spaces, especially in our community, and then we'd expand to Trinidad and Tobago. So this is a long vision project, but we're starting with the beaches, especially close to us, and then we go to different things. But the key part of it is protecting the environment, preserving the environment, right? That is what the takeaway of it. So that's that. And then the second production based one we want to do is a disaster preparedness video on how communities can prepare for activities and such as natural disasters like flooding, right? Plenty people flooding hit. Although we know we live in an environment prone to flooding and stuff, it still hits with a shock. So we want to do a production to prepare people what to do so that flooding and these things we can't stop flooding, but we could try to have you as prepared as possible, especially in our community of Penal, so that if a natural disaster occurs, people can stand on their 2 foot, that they would not be hit and fall to the ground. So that's what we want to do. Then so that's physical. Then mentally, we plan on doing a mental health online seminar. I said that wrong. Mental health online seminars, right? We plan on starting with a seminar, especially with the focus of things again coming out of COVID-19, including the stress of handling children's online classes. Again, on two views, right? From the parental perspective and from the child perspective. Stress is something that affects plenty of people, and being online for so long, there's plenty of research coming out of the stress in homes from a parental perspective and from a child perspective, from coping with online studies and adapting to the new normal. So that is something we really want to work on. So that is physical, mental, and the last thing, spiritual. Spiritual is a technical one, right? Spiritual is how we feel inside. What is our is linked to our heart, and that is where we want to build the Rotaract Club of Penal. We want to create it again with the family environment so that people, especially young adults, have a home away from home, a place where they are among other peers, where they can do good things, have support in anything they're doing. We want to create an environment that is suitable for development and is suitable for anyone to draw out good characteristics out of anyone who wants to join. A supportive environment, an environment that promotes goodwill and everything we mentioned in our prayer. So that is our main uh, in immediate focus. And we will be having a strategic plan soon to decide and to concretize how we are going to achieve all of this in the best possible manner. And having done so, with the recent crime in our country, the increasing crime, we want to investigate that as well. And we want to really look at the nation state, community state, and the needs. So that is a little bit of insight on us. And I would like to end with a quote. So Mr. Harry H. Rogers, right? And here is where I come back to our club. I spoke about what we want to do for the community, now what we want to do for our club. Mr. Harry H. Rogers, a past president of Rotary International, stated it in a few words, straight to the point, that the Rotary ideal and everything that falls under Rotary, Rotaract, Interact earlier, is that within us, that makes us know that when we are serving others, we are building ourselves. And that is where I want to end with. In bridging Interactive Rotary, we want to produce young adults. When you go through Rotaract and you serve through Rotaract, that members of the community that serve the community. And whilst they are in the Rotaract Club of Penal and we are serving the society, we want to be building our members. We want to be creating members who at the end of the day, there's so much fancy words, but I think that all that matters is heart, that come out with a good heart. That's all that matters in the end, right? Service above self. That's the Rotary words, right? So that is what we want to do. We have wanted to form the bridge between interactive Rotary. So you never get to leave. We hold on to you tight. We make sure that we hug you as family. And we want that you have an avenue to serve while you're studying, while you're growing, any stage of your life. And while you're doing that, you get the opportunity to serve and you get the opportunity to build yourself. And you get so you come out being the best version of you. So again, right? So that is us. Thank you for the opportunity to present. I know it was long, but we had plenty of things that we spoke about over the past few months that we really wanted to put in front of you. Thank you very much. And I know you may be asking why we didn't show you any entertainment yet. And that's because you're waiting till now. And I will share with you guys some entertainment before we continue so that we really, I could really encompass everything we said in the most suitable form. Right? So everyone is 60 seconds or a little less than 60 seconds. So take this in as fast as you could, right? Don't blink. All right. But this is something that I think everyone would enjoy.
Very good.
Yeah, you can go. What? 3, 2, 1. That's all. Come on. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so the purpose of that was just to make you all laugh and to close off my presentation in showing you, this was our opinion when we were filming the opinion for tonight, that in everything we do, the family, the feeling of family and spreading the joy and really really creating that environment that we want to establish with Rotaract. So thank you everyone for listening for so long, and I pass you on back to Oche.
Thank you, Sudarshan. You almost got me a bit emotional halfway into that speech. And thank you for not putting me in the blooper because I know I had some mess ups with those spinning. I think our president of the Penal Rotary Club is on. I'm wondering if he'd like to say anything before we continue.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Chair. I apologize, sir. I was on before the meeting started, and somehow my machine got thrown out and I couldn't get back in a timely manner. I humbly apologize, and I know our Rotary and VJ will have done a marvelous job of bringing greetings on behalf of the Rotary Club of Penal. I should mention quickly that it has been brainchild Rotarian Missive, who had been behind us for the longest while, many years, to start a Rotaract club. And we tried with SBCS, but SBCS has closed down in Coquet. And I thank you all for coming forward and taking the mantle and moving. And we hope to work together because you all will be independent of us. Although we have been able to bring you all on board, you all will be operating independent of us. And we wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jagannath. Our next speaker is Ms. Debbie Ripchan. Rotarian Debbie Ripchan is a member of the Rotary Club of Princestown, Trinidad. She's currently serving her third term as Assistant Governor for the South Cluster of Clubs, Trinidad and Tobago, and her second term as Rotary District 7030 Peace Fellowship Subcommittee Chair. She is the chair of the District 7030 Peace Committee, the District 7030 Membership Co-Chair, and the Innovative Club Advocate for District 7030. I think it's a tongue twister. AG Debbie is an attorney at law engaged in private practice since 2009 at the law firm of Ernest Cowlast and Company, and has represented clients in many areas of law in the various courts in Trinidad and Tobago. As an attorney at law, Ms. Debbie is registered as an attorney on the legal aid panel, and apart from that, gives generously of her time on a pro bono basis for clients who are unable to afford such services, whether it's through legal aid clinics at the Rotary Outreach Project or otherwise in the course of her practice. She is known for wearing a Rotary peace pin as part of her work wear. She has been a Rotarian since November 2011, served as her club's president during the Rotary year 2016 to 2017, and has also served as a director on the club's board of directors. Miss Debbie, you'll now invite you to speak.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Good evening, everyone. District Governor Lyle, DRC, District Rotaract Chair Giselle, District Rotaract Representative Kivan, President of the Rotary Club of Penal, Deonarain, President of the Rotaract Club of Penal, Sudarshan, my fellow Rotarians, my fellow Rotaractors, all our guests this evening, good evening. It's always a pleasure to join the Rotary Club of Penal, and by extension, anybody that is connected to the Rotary Club of Penal. I mean the Rotaract Club as well. And I say that because during the last 3 years, I've had a wonderful opportunity as the Assistant Governor for the South Cluster to observe the Rotary Club of Penal in action. It is a small club in that their membership is small, but they punch very high. And during the last 3 years, I've seen President Narda, President Eknath, and in this Rotary, President Deonarain continue to carry the club to higher and higher levels. It is one of the only clubs I know who have achieved 2 early act clubs during the last 3 years. They have become a peace builder club, and they now have their first Rotaract club. And I share that with the Rotaract Club so that you know you have excellent mentorship in the Rotary Club, your sponsor club. And you should reach out to them. It's a club with a strong foundation. Take guidance from them. And while Deonarain has said that you all are independent of them, and yes, that is so, you are still part of them and that they are your mentors. So I just want to say that at the opening. The floor is really that of our district governor tonight. So I am going to introduce DG Lyle, who I'm sure will speak a bit more and share a lot more in relation to congratulations. So, as to our district governor, District Governor David Lyle Chase joined Rotary on December 1st, 1983. He served as the president of the Rotary Club of St. Lucia in 1988-1989. In 1992, DG Lyle started the process of forming a club that included women. March 5th, 1993, he was the charter president of the Rotary Club of Crozily. In 2017, Lyle started the first satellite club in District 7030 on behalf of his club. In that same year, he was nominated for the role as district governor and became the official nominee at the district conference in Suriname in April 2018. Lyle believes that kindness is transformational. Both he and his wife Maggie are multiple Paul Harris Fellows, and Lyle is a member of the Paul Harris Society, a major donor and a benefactor of the Rotary Foundation. He is the team leader for District 70 for the Rotary year 2021, and it is in 2020-2021. And it is indeed my distinct pleasure to invite our district governor to bring greetings and to address you. Thank you.
Nearly made that cardinal error of starting to speak without turning on my microphone. And you all will hear that I joined Rotary in 1983. So you would say, well, he's just an old guy. So I almost saved myself. But I will start and do the officials. I'm so excited with you guys tonight. So I will start off with Assistant Governor Debbie, District Rotaract Committee Chair Giselle, District Rotaract Representative Kivan, President of the Rotary Club of Penal, Diona Ryan, and it is so wonderful to see you, Prez. Although you've gone off now, you're just your name, but you're here with us, and that's phenomenal. President of the Rotaract Club of Penal, Sodashan, Penal Rotaract Advisor, Ekanath, and let's not forget Ekanath because he was the guy who first came through to me to sign the approval for you guys to form. My Rotary family, and when I say my Rotary family, I mean everybody, Rotary, Rotaract, Interact, Early Act, and guests. Prez, you blew my speech out of the water there because your presentation was so phenomenal. And you know, you spoke so eloquently about your club's goals and the philosophy of your club. It was truly moving. And I am going to be short because I want to share my time with Giselle and Kivan, who are at the pinnacle of Rotaract in our district. So tonight, I want to say congratulations to you, the young people who have been so steadfast since October in making sure that you bonded and came together as a unit to form the Rotaract Club of Penal. You are now completing the circle. There is one other step after Rotary. I think it's called the Rotary Club of Eternity, but we don't want to go there too soon, right? And I'm going to be as brief as possible. I want to bring you greetings from myself and my wife, and I also bring you the greetings of the entire District 7030. And guess what? As an officer of Rotary International, I bring you the greetings of President Holger Konak himself. And I saw his signature on your certificate. I'm going to challenge you. How many of you can remember what your Rotaract Club number is? Beautiful certificate, but can you remember the number? I think it was 222280. but you can correct me if I'm wrong, in our district. But at this time, it is oh so sweet because it has not been easy and you've done it more or less virtually. Rotaractors truly know the value of friendships, and they also know the value of team. And Prez, you said it, you're a team. And you're going to leverage those friendships within your club. But, my friends, I will say to you that you will truly grow when you leverage the friendships through the district and beyond that, through Rotary International with all your Rotaractor friends, because you are now Rotarians, effectively. You're Rotarians ever since Elevate Rotaract. Prez, you mentioned peace, and Debbie is there, and I can tell you that we can have no better peace chair than Debbie, because she is truly dedicated, devoted to peace. And if you work closely with Debbie and the district, Rotary District, you are going to help us drive our peace initiative down through the younger generations. The people of my age have so much more difficulty reaching. And Debbie mentioned it in her introduction, that my mantra, my belief in life is kindness is transformational. Again, you said it, you said it. When we do kindness for others, it is not just them that benefit, it is us. Imagine giving a wheelchair to somebody with no legs. That person, we are giving them dignity in addition to mobility, and their life is transformed. But guess what? Your life, the goosebumps I feel right now because I've done it, and I've seen the tears of joy in the eyes of those recipients. I could not possibly be the same. So every little act of kindness causes you to grow. So together we'll grow when we are kind. But you've said it yourselves. I have been blessed to have an amazing, amazing district team. Debbie she's here, and you know how awesome she is. But she is not just awesome in peace, she's also awesome in building the membership. Our district has grown from 2,224 members to 2,286 members. And I believe that tonight, with 2 new inductions happening in Rotary, we are going to cross 2,300 members in our district for the first time ever. And that's in the middle of COVID. So guess what? That has to come back to our district membership team. And Debbie is the co-chair of that. Tonight, you're also lucky to have with you District Rotaract Committee Chair, Giselle. I met Giselle some years ago as a Rotaractor, and I was truly inspired by her as a Rotaractor. Giselle is today not just the District Rotaract Committee Chair, but she's also president of her Rotary Club. So she's made that awesome transition from Rotaract to Rotary and been catapulted into the presidency of her club. She is an awesome young lady, and she's doing a tremendous job. Rotaract is also growing, and you're a part of it. But remember, she's a huge resource, so don't ever forget. DRR Kivan. I haven't known Kivan long, but what I can tell you is you have an awesome young leader in Kivan. So he is the DRR for District 7030 this year, and he is doing an outstanding job. Now, we talked about being team, and I am a true believer in team. So right now, I'm going to hand over to Giselle to actually say a few words to help you to get to know her, and she will hand on to Kevin, get to know them, because they should be a major part of your life going forward. So at this point, I will stop. I promise to be brief, and I will hand over to Giselle. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, DG Lyle. And good evening again, everyone. And of course, a special good evening to President Sudarshan. My God, you are wonderful. I enjoyed, I mean, I could have listened to you for a very long time. You were not long at all. And please allow me to, of course, wish congratulations to every single person that helped make tonight possible, especially your Rotary Club and the support that they would have given you in reaching this point. As Lyle said, the idea is that you are now part of this tremendous family, right? So just like any other family, you have persons that you can lean on, you have persons that you could come to, and it'll be different people along the way, right? Depending. For now, you're very close to your Penal family, and that is perfectly understandable. But as Lyle said, the idea is that you are part of so much more, and you will really be doing yourself an injustice if you don't tap into that very soon. So just coming off of the projects and all the ideas that you guys already burst in with, part of the future success and your continued success would be tapping into that wider network. And that's where myself and Kevin come into play, because, and maybe more so my role as opposed to myself, right? Because what we try to do now is really help every Rotaract club within the district to really be the best, right? Rotaractors are phenomenal. I mean, you guys proved that tonight, hands down, right? And you all are so new, and you've already got it. You already have it, right? There's nothing, I think, for you guys to learn any further. You have it. So what you just need now is exposure. What you need is some guidance. What you need is maybe some more connections to help do even more. And that's where we come in. So I'm going to drop for you I know you may have my email address, but I'm going to drop my phone number as well, because especially for your Rotaract advisor, Akinas, I think that was your name. I remain a resource as well for all Rotary Rotaract advisors, simply to just bounce off any questions. The great thing for the Rotaract Club of Penal is that you guys came this year, so you don't have the struggle of what some Rotaract clubs are experiencing, which is trying to move from what we knew, so older ones like me, what we knew, and then transitioning into all the new and exciting things. You all just jump right in, okay? So I think that will be even better, because the world of Rotaract has opened up tremendously coming out of the Elevate Rotaract initiative. And there are still many things that we're going through piece by piece. But as I said, since you are new, this is your normal. You're not trying to catch up, okay? So that's even more of an advantage to you. So, I mean, there's so much to say, so much to do, but this is just the first day, so to speak. So I remain very excited, very available to you. I'm always excited. You'll learn that eventually. But but the idea is that we need that. We need your passion, and we need it everywhere. So I am so glad that you guys chose Rotary, because we know we have competition, but I'm so glad you all chose Rotary and to stick with Rotary. Also, a president of a Rotaract club who came from Interact is also very rare. We need that story to be told. And I really look forward to connecting you to more opportunities to be able to tell that story, because it's a very powerful one. So at this point, I hand you over to our DRR, Kevin, a very close friend of mine. Kevin, the floor is yours.
Hi, good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Giselle. Good night, everyone. This is so awesome to be a part of. President Sudarshan, as Giselle said, it's so very exciting to hear, young people coming in with such, this fervor. So I feel like, as she said, y'all look like y'all already know what's going on. Y'all fell in so beautifully. So I'm very excited to see what you guys have coming out. But as she said also, it's a network. So really and truly, all I am for you is a link to everyone else. So I want I'll drop my contact information also so that I can put you on board with the other presidents. So this is club number 48 out of in our district. So it's really exciting. And we do hope that you can fall in, you can start to see, how international it is, how big this family really is, So it's a start, as she said, it's the first day. And it's gonna be awesome, an awesome journey. So I would say you're very lucky this year, as Giselle said also, because this year you have Giselle and Lyle, who are, I would say, arguably the best DRC and DG combo that we probably have ever had. It's been so easy in terms of like Rotaract has been freed. I feel like, we have been, given so much leeway to do so much and so much support. So feel no pressure at all, like the world is yours, So I am very, very excited. I have no more things to say. I'm not gonna ramble, but I'm just very excited. And I think you guys have an awesome journey ahead of you guys. So I'm very excited to catch up afterwards. I'll drop my contact information, and I do look forward to talking to you and your club very soon. So take care, and thanks for having me.
Just then.
Yeah. Sorry.
To share the environment. Please know that we do have a district environmental committee, which we actually formed before Rotary International made it the 7th area of focus. Right? So we are ahead of the curve here. So if you want any ideas, any help with the environmental stuff that you have planned, we can also put you in touch with the chair. He's past president Matt Render. He's actually from my own club. And he's really into this. Join the SRAG, Environment Sustainability Rotary Action Group. Join it, because you will see that they are doing phenomenal work, and they're, believe it or not, it's a worldwide body, but a lot of the people at the top are from the Caribbean region. So I'm going to stop talking because it's your night, and I am as excited as Giselle, and she will tell you she don't know if she can be as excited as me, and I don't know if I can be as excited as her. So we're just having a great team effort here. So thanks so much, guys, and good luck. Enjoy your journey. It is your journey, and it's going to be awesome. Thanks.
Thank you very much, District General. I think the whole team hopefully is very excited, because now I think I'm overly excited and I just want to start work right now, this instant. Right now we are ending, well, we are close to the end. We have an open session for anyone who would like to say a few words to the team.
Hello, good night. My name is Ashira Ramkisoon, and I'm the president of the Shiva Boys Hindu College. I just want to say congratulations to the new executive board of the Rotaract Club. It is really wonderful to see our past president. Past president, Sudarshan, because become the new president of the Rotaract Club. It is really an inspiration. They are inspiration, and in a way they are motivating us to want to work harder to serve our people. I believe they are indeed great role models to our fellow Shiva boys. In addition, I wish them all the best and all the success in all the projects they are to do. And I do hope we can work together in the future to collab on projects. Thank you and congratulations again.
Good night, everyone. It's an honor to be here. I am Tiana Jagran, Vice President of the Interact Club of Shiva Boys Hindu College, and I'm very proud to see that Mr. Motilal Sudarshan, you are here as the past president of our Interact Club of Shiva Boys Hindu College, and I am proud to see that you are now the president of the Rotaract Club of Penal on that, and hats off for the wonderful presentation that you did tonight. As I say, I'm really proud to see the very ambitious plans that you all have in order to guide your Interact Club in the future. And I would like to deliver my best wishes to you and your club members half of the executives.
Right, thank you. I just want to make note of one thing, right? That like 50% of our members in Rotaract Club Penal are Interact Club members from Shiva Boys in the college, and the other 50%, this is average, don't quote me on the stats, and the other 50% is from the Interact Club of Convent, right close to Shiva Boys, two secondary schools
And
from
Irie.
and okay, I want from area, Carissa, but we have plenty people from Interact before who has come to serve and who are ready to serve with lots of good energy. So it is really nice to have that. I just wanted to make note of mention of that.
Great. Anyone else have anything to say on our open floor?
Carissa,
Yeah.
this was part of my speech earlier, which I forgot to mention. And that is how I met Sudarshan, the current president of the Rotaract Club. And it is about, I think, maybe nearly 3 years ago, Sudarshan, Ryla in Trinidad, we had decided to have a local Ryla session. And I was put in charge in terms of registrations. And if you know me, I'm looking to see who's coming early and who's coming late, because it tells me something about the members who are coming. And Sudarshan was the first person to come through the door that morning. So that he stood out in my mind because he also assisted me with something. And during the course of the session, you know, I had the opportunity to observe him interact, ask questions, and even speak on behalf of his Interact Club at that point in time. And it doesn't surprise me that today he stands in the position of being the charter president of the Rotaract Club. It is well within what I expect of him. And I expect that he would continue now in Rotaract to take this particular club to a high level. And Sudarshan, I should have mentioned as well that I'm looking forward to doing more with you in relation to peace. You know, you did that wonderful video for us, Heal the World. I know you are leading your team right now in the Positive Peace Activation Project, and I'm sure we will do a lot more in that area of focus as well. So forgive me for not saying that earlier. I had a little difficulty with my computer. You'll probably realize the point at which I clicked the wrong thing, but that was part of what I wanted to share as well. It happens to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. I am guessing that's it for the open floor.
No, one
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see. I'm sorry.
Hi, good night. My name is Jamie Birbal. I'm teacher coordinator of the Interact Club at Shiva Boys Senior College. Firstly, I'm very proud of Sudarshan, and I did not realize there were so many other Shiva boys on this committee. So I'm very proud of all of you. I'd like to extend best wishes to the entire committee of the Rotaract Club of Penal, and also congrats to the past interactors from Holy Faith Convent. That's my alma mater. So I'm very, very proud tonight of all of you students. And I want to extend a special thank you to Dr. Misser and Mr. Devnarayan Jagannath. They have really been working very, very hard with the students at Shiva Boys Senior College. They are available all the time. They have been very, very helpful, and they have really been good role models and good mentors to my students. So I must thank them. And I want to thank Rotary Club of Penal for really supporting teachers, because sometimes as teachers we feel so overwhelmed. There's so many things that we want to do and we just don't have the time because we have to focus on academics and so many other things. And it's really heartwarming, and I feel a little more comforted now that knowing that all of you are here to support us, and there's so many professionals in the Rotary Club of Penal to guide the youths. And by extension, a big thank you to Rotary International. So thanks very much, and congrats to Darshan, to you and your team, and I wish you the best, and I hope to see you around again and collaborating with us, okay? So take care. Good night, everyone.
Right, and may I take this opportunity to say congratulations to Sudarshan, our charter president of the Rotaract Club of Penal, and of course, looking forward to great things in the future to come. Congrats, everyone.
Good night, everyone. My name is Miss Clarissa Bihari, and I am a teacher representative from Holy Faith Convent Penal. Tonight, I would like to say congratulations to Mr. Motilal and his team, the first Rotaract Club of Penal. And I represent the Interact Club of Holy Faith Convent Penal. In 2016, when we first started, or I should say, when we re-established our club, the members of the Rotaract Club who are presently starting in Penal would have been the first set of young ladies at Holy Faith Convent Penal who would have worked assiduously together with Dr. Mystere and the Penal Rotary Club in establishing a very renowned club at our school. And I'm very proud of our young ladies together with the Interact Club of Shiva Boys who have continued to work together over the years. And I would like to thank Dr. Mystere. I'd like to thank the Penal Rotary Club. And we trust that the girls as well as the young men will continue to support the younger students, especially in the Interact Club as well as the earlier club. So I'd like to say congratulations and I thank you and have a good night, everyone.
I'd like to ask Dr. Mystere to give his anything you want to say. He's been with us since the start. I think it'd be fair that he says something. All right, not sure if he okay. I don't hear him, but just to put things into perspective, last night we had a meeting finalizing everything for today, and he was even there at the last night's meeting. So, and this morning I had a call with Mr. Carmelino, our next link through Rotary Penal, before he had his busy day, and he was already helping us with today. So the support we get is tremendous.
You're most welcome. Doc, you need to get your mic active there, Doc. You try that again. No, still no juice, Doc.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. You know, always try because if you might get in trouble. Other than that, uh, I'd like to give our final open session remarks before we do our official thank you, which is I'd like to thank the members of the Rotaract Club of Penal and really highlight them because the members are our strength. There's a quote from a leader, I can't remember his name, but he said that we are only strong as our people. And that is a powerful statement. And it is relevant to us. The work that our club does, I wish I could see everybody's name. I really want to. And probably we'll display all our members after. Adana, you could just pull up a list of all our members after we give our official thank you. We could share it so that everybody here can see members of the Rotaract Club of Penal. But I would like for everyone to pay attention to these names because I really want to express thanks to them. Our members work as hard as they could, offering whatever they could. It doesn't matter, you know, every one of our members does the best they could, apart from whatever is going on in their lives to make sure that we could do what we do. So to the members who have joined the Rotaract Club of Penal, the first few members, you all are among the first. Thank you very much for taking this journey with us. I think I missed that in my presentation. Yeah.
All right, Sudarshan, Doc's few words in the chat there. He's saying success is a journey, not a destination, and the journey now starts.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
sounds like a
So we have officially come to the end of the program. We will now invite Adana, who's our secretary, to give the vote of thanks.
Hi, good night, everyone. District Governor Larry Chase, Assistant Governor Debbie Richard, District Rotaract Representative Kevin St. Bryce, District Rotaract Chair Giselle Holder, President of the Rotary Club of Penal, Mr. Dana Jagannath, other Rotarians of the Rotary Club of Penal, Ms. Clarissa Bihari and the interactors of the Interact Club of Holy Convent Penal, Ms. Jamie Global and the interactors of the Shiva Boys in the College, members of the Rotaract Club of Penal, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is my pleasure to deliver a vote of thanks on such a momentous occasion. Firstly, we give thanks to God for helping us to reach this milestone as a club. Without Him, none of this would be possible. We also wish to extend heartfelt thanks to you, our specially invited guests, who made the effort to celebrate our charter with us, executive members from Rotary District 7030, DG Lyle Chase, Assistant Governor Debbie Richard, District Rotaract Chair Giselle Holder, and District Rotaract Representative Kevin St. Bryce. May we never forget the support and kind words you shared this evening. We further wish to extend our gratitude to President Dwayne Jagannath as well as VP DJ Puchin for sharing greetings on behalf of the Rotary Club of Penal and reminding us to work on projects that suit the needs of our community. So too, we would like to thank Ms. Narda Rampusi for her assistance in filming our Rotaractors and her continued guidance on in-house matters. More so, it would be remiss of me to not mention the contributions of Rotarians Mr. Kamlin Manohar and Dr. Eknath Misri to the establishment and growth of our Rotary Club thus far. So, we appreciate everything you have done and continue to do for us, even the little scolding here and there. We also like to thank Ms. Clarissa Bihari and Ms. Jamie Global, along with the members of the Interact Club of Holy Faith Convent Penal and the Shiva Boys Singing College for joining and sharing this joyous moment with us. Heartfelt thanks to the members of the Charter Committee, namely Mr. Sudarshan Motilal, Ms. Carissa Nanan, Ms. Daniel Silal, Ms. Tiffany Adams, and Mr. Shirish Lal, who worked diligently to plan and execute this event. Thank you also to Mr. Lal and Mr. Motilal for videographing the pinning of our executive and general members. We can all agree it was of exceptional quality. Furthermore, tremendous gratitude to our chairperson, Vice President of the Rotary Club of Penal, Ms. Carissa Nana, for leading us through tonight's ceremony. To the members of the Rotary Club of Penal, my sincerest gratitude and congratulations are extended to you as I recall our journey up to this point. We have our work cut out for us, so best wishes for a long-lasting legacy of service above self. Lastly, if I inadvertently omitted or failed to mention anyone by name, rest assured that we greatly appreciate your contributions. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, on behalf of the Rotary Club of Penal, thank you.
Thank you, Secretary Adana. We will now have a closing prayer done by Kirsten.
We thank the divinity that holds the world together for safely having us gather time and time again, for protecting us and giving us the avenue to do good, for providing us with the commodities and comfort of life, for giving us this vision of serving others and the vision of world peace. We are grateful for being in company of individuals who share this common interest, and we pray to continue this work together as we move forward. Together in unity, we offer prayer.
Thank you, Kirsten. We have come to the end of our ceremony. I will invite Sudarshan if you want to say any last words.
Sure. Time to party. So we have we will leave the room open a little bit again. If anyone like to stay back and anything you didn't get to say during the program, we was aiming to finish half 8. So we have a few minutes to spare, and keep it open till a little after, so that anybody want to say anything, feel free. And again, we appreciate everyone being here. And to the Shiva Boys in the College Interact Club and the Holy Faith Convent Penal Interact Club, we invited you for specific reasons. We hope that when you leave Interact, that you fall in our hands and we can take you forward. And you could come into Rotaract and with Rotaract as well, right? So again, I don't know why is anyone saying anything. See if you could pull up the list of every member of the Rotaract Club Penal. I really think that our members, I really think they deserve a round of applause. So everyone could just please give a round of applause to our members. They are the strength of our Rotaract Club in Penal. They have done so much since October last year. They have stick with us through a screen, not knowing what's next, and the faith, the strength they have had. I am truly, I could say without any doubt that we are where we are today because of their hard work.
Hello and good night again, everyone. So as I mentioned, I represent the Shiva Boys Hindu College Interact Club, and as Dr. Messer was saying in the chat, we have a seminar on talent at the schools in the South District of Trinidad, and we will be standing up or interacting against gender-based violence. So we are kindly extending this invitation to all who will like to attend. It will be taking place from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Sunday, the 7th of March. Thank you. This seminar and talent show will be streamed via Zoom, and you all can attend. The invitation will be extended to you, provided that there will be a Zoom link that will be created by Mr. Manohar. Thank you.
Fellowship, people. Fellowship. That means putting your mic on and just chatting. Come on, you can do that.
Come on, team. It can't just be me and Sudarshan here hyping.
All right, if everyone look in the chat, you'll see some names. Those are the members of our Rotaract Club. It's last name first and then first name. So yeah, that's mine. I just copied and pasted from our database. So I really please take a look at the names, and we thank that's a big part for me. I want to express heartfelt thanks to these individuals.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to say that I am extremely, extremely proud to be part of a team that is so much aligned and supportive of each other.
Danielle works really hard behind our club, by the way. She picks up any details that I miss. She picks up for sure. And so does Adana. Adana is our secretary. Wow, she's good at keeping records. And she's great at that. And then each of our members contributes something to the club that is valuable, that we hold close to us. Everyone. Those are just two examples.
One quick thing, President Sudarshan, we are 2 weeks away from World Rotaract Week. So just wanted to share that with you guys, because usually it's around that time Rotaract basically goes on steroids, right? So because you guys are already doing a lot, and then on that week, everything just gets amplified, right? So district-wide, Kevin would be leading a lot of the district initiatives, but we encourage each club to do something specific for World Rotaract Week, which is for this year, the 8th to the 5th to the 14th, with World Rotaract Day being the 13th of March. Every year it's the 13th of March, because that's when the first Rotaract Club was formed back in 1968, right? So you guys are, once again, your timing just perfect, right? So you guys well on the way, and just something, to look forward to. And any special, could be anything, could be a fellowship, a line, a project, the district is really just encouraging every Rotaract Club to do something, and to share it on the social media that I know you guys will be working on as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
One point I'd like to make, if you don't mind, while you're targeting ex-interacts from Holy Faith Convent and Shiva Boys, be mindful that there are other university students who are in residence in the Penal Barkport area who you could approach and ask them to come on board, because being at UE, they may not be able to participate in the Rotaract Club up at St. Augustine. But if they know that we have one that is active in the Penal Barkport area, they will be more than willing to come on board. So be mindful of that and put your feelers out that they are most welcome to become members of your Rotaract Club.
Definitely. Thank you.
Team, I saw in the chat DG Lyle has a function as well. I need to leave, but I want to just say it was indeed a pleasure being here tonight, and I continue to be here to give any support I can. So if I may be excused.
Sure. I think we could close out the meeting there. If no one has any other further comments, and I thank you everyone for joining, and I'm sure we'll meet again soon. Take care.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Bye.
Good night. Bye.
All right, Mr. Garman, taking an exit there. Thanks again for everything. I think it was a success.
Yes, indeed. No problem. Take care.
Yeah, we'll pick up.
Yeah, bye-bye.